we're gonna talk about another quarterback here. And Steve, if you're still watching, man, I am sorry I gotta do this to you. That you gotta be a little bit sad on your little vacation, man. But man, Anthony Richardson goes down preseason against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
You're looking at the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at his pinky right there. Yikes, yikes, man. Anthony Richardson goes down. He does not return in the game. He leaves the game, and Daniel Jones comes in, and he didn't really have like a spark or like a whole great game, but he went 10 for 21, 144 yards. He didn't throw a TD, he didn't throw an interception, but it is what it is. But just to talk about Anthony Richardson here, right? Because for Indianapolis Colts fans, this is tough to see. You guys drafted him with the fifth pick. What was it? 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago with the fifth pick. A lot of people had a lot of praise for this guy, and they thought that he was going to be worth something, which I still believe that he can be. But with him being injured like this, a lot of people say that he'll come back quick. A lot of people say that he'll end the year. But Daniel Jones might come in and try to replace him. But just with all that being said, BC, what are your thoughts with this whole injury to Anthony Richardson?
I mean, at the very least, we're still trying to figure out the exact nature and extent of the injury. Obviously, as a quarterback, it's something where obviously it's something. Oh man, we got Stevie B wanting to hop
I'm
on.
gonna get him in here. I'm gonna get him in here.
We
But
can't.
go ahead.
Can't
Go
not
ahead.
talk about it. But yeah, dude, as somebody who, obviously the hand is something that plays such an important role in as a quarterback. It's just it's unfortunate, man. And I hate to use the term glass cannon to already describe Ant, but it just seems like this point in his career, like this is his, I think, third season pretty much, and it's just it's disheartening for sure. And you hope and pray that it's not going to be something that's a long term thing with him, but it's just he's got, for somebody that has all the physical tools, all the physical talent in the world, the stature, the size, the arm strength. It's one of those things where is his body going to be something where he just continues to break down over the course of his career, or is this something where you maybe fix while he's young, you can maybe try to get him right and stuff. I don't know. I'm really, again, as somebody that doesn't really have a lot of experience with quarterbacks who get injured at this point in their career very young. I don't know. He's top five pick. You hope that it's not something that can be that's going to be a long term thing with him. Again, glass cannon. I hate to use that word, but something that it might be, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, just talking about his physical health. I think he'll be coming back quick, man. I think he's a tough guy, and I think with a pink stuff like that, it's just a pinky. Like you really need your thumb when it comes to gripping the ball and throwing the ball. The pinky, yeah, maybe is gonna affect it, a bit. But it's not gonna really put him out. And I think he could just put some tape there, some band-aid there, or whatever the case may be to keep it straight. And I think he'll be good. You put a little glove on, maybe, but I think he'll be straight. I think he'll come back sooner than later. But just to talk about his play, right? Because first year he goes and he tries to do a run touchdown, and he gets hit by two guys, and he gets taken out, and he's out for what, like 6 weeks, I think it was.
Yeah.
So like him protecting his body, he needs to be more smart about that. But just what on this play, BC, I don't know if you saw the play or not, but on this play, the
Yeah.
tight end and the and
Yeah.
the running back on the right side, they had basically like a hot route. If you guys
Yep.
don't know what a hot route is, it's basically like they choose what either to go out or to stay in block, right? But with that
Yep.
being said, as the quarterback, you have to know, okay, this is about to happen. This might the guy on the end, the defensive end on the right side, might just charge in and sack me. And when you
Yep.
watch the play, it looks like
Yep.
he didn't even look to the right side at all. He
Yep.
was just out there like, nah, you know what? I'm not paying attention to that side. I'm going to just look to my left and go through my progressions that way. And next thing you know, he gets sacked. Gets hit hard, hits the ground hard. And next thing you know, his pinky is dislocated out of place. And now he's out for the game. So when
Yeah.
it comes to Richardson himself, man, I think he just needs to he needs to watch more film. He needs to study more. He needs to go through the play packages that he has with the Colts, and he needs to be a better IQ quarterback, man. Because I think his physical play is there. I don't think it's questionable. I think that he could throw the deep ball. He's good with accuracy. He could run. He's a tough guy. But when it comes to the mental side of the quarterback position for him, I think it's been a struggle since he's been in the NFL because maybe he thought it was going to be the same as college. And we know for a fact that it's not because dudes in the NFL on NFL defenses have a high IQ, man. And he has to have a high IQ as a quarterback.
Well, the fact that what pisses me off about that play is that literally DN had the edge had a free pass straight to him. So it's like if you're, I understand like with he's got to show more awareness on that side though too. But as the running back and tight end on that side, how do you not chip the defensive end there? How do you not? He literally nobody touched him? How do you not at least be able to adjust a little bit and say, let me chip him real quick, and then go out and do my route?
But that's the thing with the heart route. You decide on what you want to do. You decide on what you want to do because if he goes and he chips him, then it's gonna slow him down. He's not gonna maybe get as open as he thought he was gonna be because he was reading the defense himself, and he's like, "Yo, if I just go off the line here and go straight to the right, I'm gonna be wide open. I turn around, maybe the ball's gonna be there, and next thing you know, the ball's not there because he's getting sacked."
It's just super confusing to me though how it's super confusing how you have both the running back and the tight end, just both of them not even attempt to block this guy at all. Like you got to have at least, I would say in that case, have tight end chip and then have running back kind of stay back and more pass block, because then in that situation, if you have the tight end chip and go out and run a quick out route or something, your running back maybe stays back and pass blocks a little bit. Then you have that ability to get more time, and then you're not getting your quarterback blown up like that. So, and I see Steve.
Yeah, guys, we got a special guest in the building, but he ain't in the building, baby. He goddamn on the golf cart, baby. Look at him, look at him.
Coming to you live from Highland Reserve. Yo, how you doing,
baby?
Dude, he is here, man. He is here.
I'm such a Colts fan. I heard you guys talking shit about him, man. I'm on video, baby.
Hey, what's
up? Scott's birthday. Long time watcher, long time listener.
Happy birthday, bro.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's get to it
Wait. Show the golf course. I want to see the golf course. I want to see the golf course.
Show us the view.
The fans, they want to see it, but actually, I've done pretty well today, actually. I'm not going to lie.
No, but show the golf course. I want to see the golf course.
Show the course, man. Show us the view.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
look at that, man.
Okay.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. All right, so let's get to the Colts real quick, man. So
man.
Anthony Richardson had flashes of being Anthony Richardson and then all of a sudden being like what he actually could be in a span of 5 plays, which is so frustrating. That's been the Anthony Richardson whole thing the entire time he's been with the Colts. He's literally shown flashes that he can do everything and then do nothing at the same time. And then Daniel Jones comes in, and I don't know if it was the fact of he was the second strings or if it was not the regular receivers out there. But Daniel Jones did look better, but you still have to go with the athleticism of Anthony Richardson sometimes. I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't really know where to go at this point. I think the Colts are in a very precarious situation right now because they have 2 okay quarterbacks in a division that is winnable. The Texans, I think, are going to be a little bit down this year. They have a chance to win, but I don't think they're going to be able to win if neither one of these guys can actually play.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But having said that, my biggest takeaway from that preseason game, besides Anthony Richardson, is the biggest glass I've ever seen in my life. The guy is a towering animal, but can't take a hit. I feel like if you frogged him in the leg, he's also going to be out for 3 weeks. But having said that, I think that Tyler Warren is the real deal.
Definitely. That's why you guys chose him. What?
And I think that he's going to be a force to reckon with. And if you watch what the Colts were doing, he got targeted 10 times or so in a matter of 8 plays. You know what I mean? I know the numbers don't match up, but you know what I'm saying.
No, he's definitely gonna be. He's gonna be someone that you guys are gonna target a lot, man. And I think he deserves it. He's a dog, and he could probably be like Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers does it in the Raiders.
In the offense, where I don't feel like Pittman is a true number 1. I think Pittman's a good receiver, but I don't find him to be he has to get the ball all the time kind of thing. Josh Downs is pretty good. Alec Pierce as your deep threat. I think freaking Tyler Warren is going to be the PPR machine. He's going to get all the targets. He's peppered with targets because the Colts have been lacking this since Dallas Clark.
Yeah, definitely. No, he is going to get a lot of targets. I think he'll get maybe like 7 to 10 targets a game, most likely, because he's going to be doing a lot of blocking and then running out to the right. Yeah, it's hard to hear you, my guy. But man, I hope you have a good golf. I hope you go out there and don't suck like I do. And have a good one, man.
Next week, don't you guys worry. Love you guys.
All right, bud. Hey, Steve. All right.
Let me remove him here. Okay.
There we go.
No, but for sure, I agree with him there that I think that Tyler Warren is going to be great for us fantasy football players. He's going to be great for PPR. So I would say if you go for a tight end, try to get him. I think he'll get like 7 to 10 targets a game. But just with the Colts overall, I mean, dude, the defense looks decent, right? But if they don't have a quarterback that can get the ball to the receivers or to the tight end or to even to the running backs on checkdowns, it's not going to be nothing there, man. Because the only thing I disagree with what Steve said is that he said that it's a winnable division. No, man. I think the Texans got that.
I think, for the Colts, you got to do more, before you can start saying it's a winnable division against Houston for sure. I will say, though, having a tight end that's a security blanket is every quarterback's dream right there. And, I mean, Anthony Richardson, like, you've got your tight end. You gotta work on the mental aspects for sure. Again, like, I agree with Steve. Fantastic athlete, elite athletic level. Like, basically kind of like what Cam Newton is, big, strong, imposing presence back there. But the thing is, you got to work on the mental aspects of it. And I think that if he can do that, and if he can put the mental aspects there and work on that awareness, and then too, just again, if you are noticing you've got a couple hot routes on that right side, why don't then you call an audible? Why don't you call an audible then for your tight end to chip, or call an audible and have your running back stay back and pass protect so that way you can get the ball to your tight end instead of both guys just going out there and you are getting blasted like that. You gotta work on that a little bit. And again, I hope that this hand injury or this pinky injury, it's not as bad, or it's not bad, and I hope that it's something where if he's got to sit out, just sit out the rest of preseason, get yourself healthy for week 1, but you got to work on, as a quarterback, being able to audible. That's something that, if you're looking at in the Colts system, 2 of the all-time greats in terms of pre-play, changing it up at the line of scrimmage with Peyton Manning, best to do it. And then Andrew Luck came in right after that, another great guy before the snap about reading the defense and being able to make adjustments and stuff on the fly like that. Got to read the room.
No, 100%. And but with that type of play, it's a simple play in the NFL, man, because it's a simple play in college and it's a simple play in high school. For the top high school teams, it's a simple play, man. And when you start off that play, when you say hike, you got to look to your right. You got to look to your right first. If you see a defensive line coming straight at you, that means both of your players in that play, because it could just be one, but in that play, it was two receivers that went out. That means one of them is going to be open, and you got to throw it quick.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I just believe that he needs to work on the mental aspect of the game much more harder than he does on the physical aspect.
Yep, I agree.